Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we are in the G-101. Not a ship I play too often, and you're not going to see too many Tier 3 matches on the channel. However, Monday, as you guys know, you get your new missions and stuff, and I figured, what the heck, I need to do a G-101 guide. I figured I would take it out. And if you guys saw the Monday stream, you guys will know that I lost every match in the entire stream. The entire stream. And that happens. And this match is going to sum up Monday in a whole lot of ways, obviously. So we're going to go ahead, throw some torps on the white line. Right? You can do that at these lower tiers and get away with it. And in fact, most of the time at low tiers, that's really what's going to help you out. So we're at the C cap. We are going to try to smoke up since we are not the only one here to spot. And we're going to try to wreck a Danae. Alright. Probably the easiest ship in the entire game to Citadel. I'm not going to do it. Alright, so I figured that would be a good opportunity to do that. This G-101, I don't have very many premium Tier 3 destroyers now that I think about it. It might be my only one. And that's saying a lot because I have well over 500 ships now. But this one is a fun ship to play. Sometimes the quick reloading torps at low tier are good. Also, you're going to see here, I am trying to Citadel cruisers. And to be honest, you would think that would work at the range that we're at. But at these lower levels, these guns lobs like crazy. I mean, we're 5-point-something kilometers away, and these shells are really lobbing. That being said, this Colbert has completely driven in. The Kolberg has driven completely, basically in a straight line into the cap, up to the cap, and is still alive. Alright, so we're going to try to get rid of them. One of our teammates has gotten rid of a other cruiser, and this guy is going to get super lucky here at the end and stay alive longer than he probably should have. But we're going to go ahead and finish him off here for our first kill. Now, there's only one battleship over there. There is no reason to chase a Colbert off the map. We're going to go ahead to the middle and try to help the middle out. On this side, it's just a battleship running away. But he is shooting me, so I realize he's probably not a bad player, right? So we're going to continue to move up. Try to get our revenge on this Danae. This match, by the way, guys, is going to kind of sum up that entire Monday. It's crazy to say. Sometimes there's not much you can do, guys, and that's okay. It's a game. You're gonna have bad days, and you're gonna have to have understanding of that. It's when you're having a bad day, sometimes just let it go, shut her down, and work on something else, or think about the good things in life. I've been very fortunate the last couple weeks on some stuff, and I took this pretty well. I was trying not to be too salty on Monday, but I believe I played 25 matches on Monday and I won 3, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was about it. It was not good. So, Kumo, another easy cruiser to Citadel. We're not gonna do a whole lot to him. We're gonna throw torps out, try to get him. And we've had a pretty slow start to this match, right? Like, we have 7,000 damage in the first 6 minutes, but you will notice our team is disintegrating very, very quickly. Also, I realize I'm probably not going to be able to do much on a 1v1 with this Kuma, and we're going to go ahead and throw some torps out. Now, this G-101 has this really cool torp out in the front, and you'll see them weird torp angles the front has. That actually is a solo torp, and you guys are going to see in a little bit here, that torp is going to come in real handy that we have on the front of our ship. But We go dark since that's not a fight we want. And we're going to go ahead and torp Kumo, assuming he's going to be stuck on the island for a minute because he can't have prop mod, I don't believe, on a Kumo. So we're going to go ahead and finish him off. That was almost actually a dev strike, as we do get our second kill. But we want to stop the bleeding, grab this cap right here. But all of a sudden, we're like 6-7 minutes into a match, and there is nobody left but me and a battleship. Not much you can do there. Also, we know the carrier has moved a little bit. And what we're going to do here is try to win our side. And then when we win our side, we're going to try to win this match. Now, these low tiers, you'll notice I haven't just given up yet. You never know what's can happen. And we're going to go ahead and start to work on getting rid of that carrier. Because the carrier is one thing that no matter what I can do, you know, the carrier, you know, if it's a good carrier player, he can absolutely wreck me. And there's nothing I can do about it. So as we are rolling out of the middle cap here to get our second solo cap, I'm going to focus on the Colbert, who did shoot me. So I know he's probably a decent player, you know, when you're shooting at destroyers. And we're going to work our way towards the carrier. Like I said, not giving up at all on this match yet. That being said, our Colbert, the enemy Colbert, has played a really good game because he's kept almost all his health on that side. And I think our team, we got kind of unlucky with teammates, obviously. And that does happen. Now, we have white lined some torps on the Colbert, thinking he's hyper focused on the our battleship he's trying to finish off, and we're gonna try to sneak attack this carrier here, and you're gonna see that we do absolutely get all 4 torps a hit, and we dev strike the Colbert. So you can see almost 2 dev strikes. And all of a sudden, the match is heating up a little bit for us, even though the odds are definitely against us. We're going to switch to AP, and we're going to try to get rid of this carrier as well. As you see, we're actually going to overpin the carrier with a destroyer. And then we get a little bit of angle, and we start getting citadels. And that should have been a dev strike as well. Now the carrier was on me. We got to dodge his stuff here, and we're going to... you know, smoke up quick to break contact. We don't want to get into a gunfight yet. We want to make sure we have the full advantage. And just to be safe, he isn't going to try to sneak around the backside of this island. You can see here, I'm getting ready to line up torps, and we're going to dump these out, hoping to hit these. Now, we also have a torp on the front of the ship, right? So 1 on each side, and we're going to line up and throw a torp out there as well. And if this guy happens to be watching, I am sorry. I was just taking a stab in the dark of what was going to happen. And I'm getting ready for a gunfight. Obviously, as you can see, we get spotted. The Shenyang starts to shoot. Now, I probably wasn't going to actually end up winning this gunfight. But because of a well-placed torp, we get our Kraken in a... So that was almost 4 dev strikes in this match. I don't know how the carrier wasn't, and it was very close on that Kumo. But here now, I am actually still trying to win this match. We do have 5 minutes left, and we have points to give right now, right? So if I get some torps to hit like I've been getting, you never know, right? But at this point, we already have a high caliber and a Kraken at 90,000 damage, which doesn't sound like a lot, but at tier 3, 90,000 damage and a destroyer is pretty solid. I don't know what the record is on this ship, but I'm guessing it's not 300,000. I can assure you that. But Danae, you're going to see how close we get with torps on this Danae. And I am trying like the Dickens to actually win this match still yet. Now, we don't have a lot of health to use, so we got to be really careful. But we do have torps to actually get rid of. And one of the other disappointing things about this, literally the next match as well. I had a match, if you guys were paying attention to the stats on this ship. My only two losses, I think, in this are 92,000 and 93,000 at tier 3. Alright, so the match right after this, I ended up losing with even more damage. Now, there was a lot more battleships, so it wasn't nearly as impressive. But, as you can see here, I am doing my best to try to torp him, and we've had some good luck with these torps, and pretty well placed, but we get spotted here, and this is pretty much the end. I was hoping to get to a point where I could get this other G-101, and he definitely has good detection, so he's probably a solid player. Not much we're going to actually do here, but yep, we lose 2 games in a row. One of them a Kraken, where only one other player on the enemy team got killed, so we killed everybody, a high caliber. Everybody but one, a high caliber, and we still couldn't win. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, folks.